United States soldiers and Iranian soldiers don't deserve this, people. Neither side deserves this. Iranian soldiers and American soldiers do not deserve to be put in a pointless war. A war that could last a long time. American troops and Iranian troops don't deserve to lose their lives fighting a war for no reason. This is literally a gang, people. Do you understand the dynamics of a gang? The United States has a flag. Iran has a flag. Each country has people in power that sends young men out to do their destruction. And both sides, America and Iran, will and have lost life. And it makes no sense that a mother or a father from America or from Iran should have to bury their child fighting a war that's senseless. Fighting a war that's pointless. Who gains from this war, people? The Iranian people don't gain anything from being in a war with a powerhouse of a country like the United States. What does America gain for defeating Iran? Total control of the Middle East, oil, gold, earth minerals. Like we don't have enough of those. Complete and total domination is what the U.S. is bloodthirsty for. Because nothing else makes sense. We don't have a threat at our front door from Iran saying, if you don't protect your country, we're going to take it over, like the U.S. has done to Iran. And because of that, Americans have lost their lives. Iranians have lost their lives. This makes absolutely no sense. If you had a son or a daughter, you raised them right, you did everything right, and one day a war just happened to break out between the country that you're in, that your child signed up to serve, and another country. As a parent, heck, even as a soldier, you know in the back of your mind, I might have to annihilate another human being for the sake of defending my country on a false pretense. This is maddening. Nobody should have to lose their life. Nobody. How are we fighting a war? Why are we fighting a war? Why? Why is it that we always told to solve things, solve our problems? I mean, I want y'all to really think about this, right? Because this is crazy when you really think about it. We're told from a young age to solve our problems without using violence. We're taught that. Never use violence to solve a problem. And yet here we are, two nations, two countries are using extreme violence because they couldn't talk. They couldn't talk through this issue that they have. So now they are annihilating one another. Now other countries are being affected. Other countries are losing. Other countries aren't gaining. I mean, this is an abysmal situation, people. This is an atrocity being created against mankind. And a lot of people don't see it. A lot of people just do not see it. Every major American base in the Gulf has been hit in Iran's July campaign except one. Prince Sultan Base, just outside of Riyadh. The reported price of that immunity is the strangest fact of this war. Saudi Arabia grounded America's own warplanes. The March 2026 record shows that Riyadh was buying its way out of. Iran struck Prince Sultan 3 times, killing a 26-year-old American sergeant, wounding dozens, setting a KC-135 tanker ablaze, 6 ballistic missiles, and 29 drones in a single night. Saudi defenses intercepted a missile aimed at Riyadh itself. Then the pattern broke. Defense trade reporting says that since early May, the base has been operationally locked down, with Riyadh unilaterally grounding dozens of U.S. aircraft under its own national posture. When the IRGC Revolutionary Guard numbered its July phases, Kuwait and Bahrain first, Jordan and Qatar second, and warned that no American base would be spared. Prince Sultan Base was spared anyway, the only one. Iran's argument all war has been that hosting the launcher makes you the target. Riyadh ran the experiment in reverse. Ground the launcher, leave the target list. It is the only Gulf capital paying Iran in Americans' coin. Listen to that. It is the only Gulf capital paying Iran in Americans' coin. And for 10 weeks, the fire stopped coming. The logic is older than this war. In 2019, Abakar burned and Washington did not shoot back. So Riyadh stopped renting its safety from the land. So Riyadh stopped renting its safety from one landlord. The 2023, the Tinti with Tehran brokered in Beijing was the second policy. The grounding of American wings on Saudi concrete is its wartime form. Tonight, sirens sounded near Riyadh and Yabu. The warnings were lifted quickly. Nothing confirmed hit. The loudest strike claims traced to a parody account. If a real missile lands on Saudi oil, the experiment is over. Until then, the experiment is the story. Every other host has learned what the bases cost. MBS in Saudi Arabia is testing what grounding them buys. In this war, the safest place for an American aircraft is parked on the soil of an ally that will not let it fly. See, it's just so much, people, like, you know, and it's hard reading these. It's like, I know some of y'all might say, man, why, like, he's sporadic with his reading this stuff, but it's hard reading this stuff because you know innocent people are going to pass away. You know innocent people's lives are in danger. So it's hard to read these things with a calm, cool, collected visuality and iris. You know, it's hard. I don't want to see anybody pass. I don't want to see anybody fighting, especially for a pointless war. There's no need for it. We are all human beings on this earth. Coexistence should be a thing that is not negotiable. It shouldn't be negotiable. It should just be something that is. And sadly, it's something that isn't, because adults can't seem to take their own advice and talk things through.